Good morning and welcome. Join us for this match between the Bangalore Crowns and the Chennai Carvers. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the dashing David Gower.
Well, others, thanks to that warm introduction, I, for one, am looking forward to the day's play. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions for the day, and it really does seem like a batter's paradise. Don't think the bowlers were getting a lot of help on this pitch. And as far as the weather goes, a beautiful day for cricket. You'll certainly need your sunnies.
Fantastic breakdown, David, thanks. Two captains are in the middle. Let's join them for the coin toss.
Well, it's probably going to be a good batting surface throughout this match, but it might just favour the team putting the pads on first.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just...
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
New batter comes to the crease. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Edged it. Terrific touch. Cracks it away behind square for 4.
Yep.
Nicked it.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented.
Wait.
Oh, that is a great catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
Everything was right about it. The footwork to get back, and then the bat coming through the ball beautifully.
Yep.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Edge. What a ball.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Sheffield, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
The short ball is picked up early. Not the best delivery, but it was certainly a very good shot to dispatch it.
Timed that brilliantly.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowl. Super shot that.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Got the head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep. Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on has work to do.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Yep. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Quick to get onto that sweep. It was beautifully placed and beautifully struck for 4.
Playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
That's the 50 partnership between these two. Gaining...
Waiting.
Gone! Not a great shot to start the over.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Got hold of it. A pretty good bouncer. Enough control to get it away.
It was short enough, they just leant back and blazed it through the gap.
Yep.
Hits that well onto the back foot and cracks it away.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century. That's a really good half-century. Started well, and
Yep.
Times it nicely.
it was lovely footwork. A great shot, a glorious shot, actually, to get back and play it like that.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
The short ball is picked up early. Not the best delivery, but it was certainly a very good shot to dispatch it.
Come. Thrashed away. What a shot.
This is where they can be so good, because they were so quick to get back and onto this.
Drives and misses everything. Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed.
Yep.
Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
That's off the middle of the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Really perfect technique and placement.
Good balance, really good balance to transfer the weight and stay on top of the ball.
Middle that one, great timing.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Absolutely nailed it.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat, and got it into the gap, and all the way to the rope.
Edge, what a ball.
Ju-
Out, good catch.
Another one gone, the 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen...
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
9 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 4 for 172. And the innings comes to an end. The Royal Challengers will need 173 runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance. Bowl disturbs the furniture.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on. Oh my, that's racing away.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Tried for some... Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Super piece of timing.
Well, that was just textbook. Gets under it and with enough power lifts that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Great shot through the gap.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Good bit of timing there.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Salt didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong.
Perfectly timed.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Picks the gap perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Gets back and punches it beautifully.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle. Super shot that.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. And gone straight to the keeper.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The run.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out. Waiting. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive. Just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Six runs added in that over. Beautiful cover drive. Hint of movement in the air and eased towards the boundary.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Ahmad, the left armour, is the new bowler. Nicely played, perfect timing.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
Coming on, obviously hope. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
There'll be runs here. Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Catch it. Yep.
Out! What a catch!
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are
Wicket, well, get the runs down, really didn't get settled. Look,
Timed that brilliantly.
that one they got hold of. The slower ball didn't work and it went all the way.
Super piece of timing.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Great shot.
Yep.
The slower ball gave them time to adjust, waits on it and drills it to the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
It always looked like a total that would be tough to defend. They would have to have hoped to put up more of a fight though. In the end, a very comprehensive victory.
Not sure which way this match was going at first.